Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Sunday morning, like 10 a.m. right now. Came for the daily walk. Uh, really feeling really good. I had the pain in the head and all the stuff. It's all gone away. Like feeling really good about that. And if you look at the weather, also really great. Looks really amazing. Views are amazing over here. And then yesterday I was talking about the doing projects, labs and all the stuff. And you know what happened, morning to afternoon haven't really accomplished really much. Then evening I decided to study with some of my friends, and actually it helped me a lot. I end up being completing my project 100% successful, and it actually really helped me, because that's like 8% of my worth. Marks of microprocessors course, that's one of the hardest course. Nowadays my target is to get a degree, that's it. Like I don't even target big GPA. I know in the beginning I had a target of getting really good GPA and becoming really good in my field. Like if I'm engineer, but the spice is competition or something. I don't know, man. Yeah. So my target was to, getting a really good GPA. Like whatever the profession I'm in, I wanted to be top on that field. That was my target in the beginning. Like uh, engineering was the career. Engineering was the career. So I wanted to be the best engineer. Like that's how I choose in the beginning. That's why whenever I go for something, I go like all the way, like all in, go all in. That's how I go. So in the beginning I was like, okay, I'm becoming an engineer, I better be the greatest of all time, something like that. Even I was trying to beat Tesla. Tesla is the guy who invented the electricity. That's how I started engineering. First of all, I don't know much about Tesla, but first, even I don't know whether I'm going to choose electrical engineer or mechanical engineering. I wanted to choose an engineering and end up being choosing electrical engineering. First year I was in a general engineering, and my target is to become a mechanical engineer. But later on, what I found out was what happened is, I was in the profession, engineering and profession class, and there Dr. Oriot was the professor of that. He was talking about the future. The future is going to go toward electricity. There's no mechanical engineers are going to struggle because the oil is going to finish up soon. So there's not going to be a car in the future. The cars are going to be all electricity. So if you are becoming a mechanical engineer, there's no big scope for that in the future. But if you become like electrical engineer, you're going to earn big money. That's how I made a decision of becoming an electrical engineer. Then I thought, okay, let's look at who is big in this electrical engineering. Look at these birds over here, lined up. Looks really good. Maybe I zoomed a little bit. Yeah, that's how I chose becoming an electrical engineer. And then I looked at who are the top people in electrical engineering. Then I found out, two guys. Edison was one of them, but Edison actually not really smart way. He's a businessman, and he has workers. Tesla was one of his workers, and he actually got names for whatever the achievement of Tesla or whoever it is. So Edison is not a target. Tesla was my target because Tesla has a great name for leaving a big legacy, because he has smartness. So I had this, when I go to electrical engineering, I had this ambition of beating Tesla. Like when I die, I had to be better than Tesla. That's how I started electrical engineering. But as the time goes, things changes. You listen a lot of things, and then you change by time. And now even I think like It's stupid if you go and say I'm gonna build the next Facebook, and if you do that, the odds of becoming that is really low. You're gonna struggle. But you can say, you can build layer on top of that and build another one. Like nowadays, branding is all about that. Like, who is the top brand? Internet. People are going toward the internet. Nobody can beat internet unless you invent something better than internet. Like, everything is going toward internet. Then after that, who is that? After internet, search engines, Google, and all those platforms. Then after that, who is becoming on top of that layer? On top of that layer, people are Facebook, all the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and whoever built on those. Then later on, this iPhone came, and it actually changed everything. Like, internet is going toward the iPhone. Now apps are becoming the layer. Whoever built the apps becoming top. Now whoever in that, now what should be our target? Our target is to build a layer on those apps, because those apps are everybody can go in that and build a brand on that. So now whoever go in that app and becoming top is going to be the next layer. So you can see, like, old days, like television, people don't watch TV anymore. Like, people watch TV, but when the ad comes, they watch this phone, even with the washroom, and it's easy to carry everywhere, even at the bus stop, anywhere you go, it's all mobile. So whoever in the app is going to be much better than who is in the television, because television is going to be useless, man. Nobody watches TV. That's why now the celebrities are in a danger zone if they don't go to those apps. Like, because anybody can become celebrity nowadays. Anybody can put more time. You can become a real actor if you just act every day, and one of them become famous. You are an actor. Like, you can just put video on YouTube every day. It's free platform. It's a media right now. Even people are starting to pay for that. So even you can by yourself become a big star, but by putting effort every day, because you are like, okay, these are the stars, they had to do this, and you're stuck in a certain concept. But you can do whatever the fuck you want. And nowadays, live streaming, like being live, is much entertaining than creating something and put it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, put content every day. It's going to help you really good. Put content every day. Put content every day. That's what I was talking about. I never came to this place over here. Look at this one. I saw you the backside of mine. This is the first time I'm seeing this, because I usually stop over there and I didn't see what's over here. End up seeing much better view over here. Looks really good. Yeah, put more time into those social medias, you know what I mean? So you can build a next layer. That's why, those people who are putting time, Rock, Will Smith, because they know that if you just stick with the entitlement of being a television star and being a big celebrity over television, you're going to lose. You're going to lose, because people are going to forget about you, man. Whoever put a content every day and staying constant in this platform is going to win. Even businessmen are nowadays big celebrities. They don't give a fuck who you are. You can become a big celebrities if you put content every day in social media. I have even target of beating all those motherfuckers, like all those top motherfuckers, because I'm going to put content every day. Even I'm trying to record 24/7 of my lifetime. One of them, I'm going to be lucky, when you do sit every day and you don't give a fuck whether it's look good or not, and you keep it constant and putting every day, you have much better chance of beating most of those people, because you never know which of your content is going to be really famous. You never know that. So let's say I upload this video, it went up to 1 million, and now I'm not afraid of any consequence of being myself. I can generate a lot of content, and put it every platform. and I don't give a fuck. So when you have that mindset, you don't care whether your shit is good or not. It's all my shit, I don't give a fuck. When you have that mindset, game over. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can beat all the fucking celebrities, because most celebrities don't want to look like a bad guy, and most celebrities have certain entitlement, so they have certain person. But if you don't give a fuck to show your truth, be authentic, being authentic, if you are not afraid to do that, you can beat a lot of asses. That's what I'm saying. You can beat a lot of asses, because most people are scared to be in a certain way. Most people are scared to say that they did this thing. Most people are scared. So if you don't give a fuck what other people think, if you don't give a fuck whether you are a good person or bad person, if you don't give a fuck and keep on putting, because even if you keep on putting, you're going to be a better guy, because you know that you are followed around by camera 24/7, so you're going to be a better guy, you're going to be a good guy. So that's my target. Like, even later on, I'm going to have a camera guy 24/7, editing and stuff, and putting all those platform, this video, audio, written words, and yeah, all these things, podcasts, everything is going to be there. That's why, and you don't know whether somebody, nobody knows whether something is right. Even what I'm saying, I'm not saying I'm 100% right. This is my opinion. Like that, I'm also trying to grow through this, and as I go through, I'm seeing by research and other people, and I'm just saying those things. I'm not saying this is 100% right, because nobody in the world this is the right thing. This is, even if you see top people, they say things according to themselves. Whoever gives advice, it's based on themselves. So you never know which is 100% true. So as you navigate through, you can also do this thing. Like, you can do whatever the fuck you want, and put it out there. Be your truth, speak your truth, and don't pretend like you're a big motivational speaker, and then that's a bad thing, because you are pretending something and trying to sell something. You are trying to make money out of it. That's bad thing. But if you just tell the truth, this is what I believe, this is how I'm going to go, and this is what I'm going to do, that's going to create a good effect. And that, that's so you're not scared to look in a certain way. That's what I'm saying. And yeah, I am off the topic most of the time. Yesterday I was talking about the time management thing. Yesterday I was talking about how to manage your time really well. To manage your time really well, the first thing you have to do is you have to choose a career that makes you happy the most, or the career that you are passionate about, or the career that you like the most. Why you have to choose that? Because when you choose those careers, you're going to put more time into that, and you have the intention of putting more time into that, and you put a lot of effort without somebody saying it to you, and that's by passion. You have the emotion about it. There's no emotion in big leagues, but passion, yes, passion. You have to have the passion. So passion is really good thing, because that's the best time management. Because even let's say you like painting, you paint, don't matter what happened to you. Like, if you success, you still paint. If you're failure, you still paint, because you love painting. You don't worry about the end result of what happens from the painting. That's why choosing a career what you like the most, because you are not affected by the end results. See what I'm saying? So that is one of them. And also I was saying that you're not going to be always passionate, you're not going to be always happy, you're not always going to be like in a good mood. So in those kind of situations, what you have to do is you have to choose 80-20 rule. 80-20 rule is basically 20% of the tasks that produce 80% of the results. What are the 20% of the tasks you have that will produce 80% of the results? Choose those tasks, put it in the calendar, put it as a block, and do that, and see how much you have accomplished. At least you have done something, because if you don't do anything, you're not going to do anything anyway. So put it in the calendar and stick with it until the time finish, and see how much you have accomplished. It's a great way to manage your time. And if you accomplish that hard thing, because also I was mentioning the Eat That Frog book by Brian Tracy. It says eat the ugliest one first, then choose the next better ugliest one, something like that. Because the hardest one, the one you are avoiding most of the time, is the one that really productive. So if you do that first, you're gonna feel good, and you're gonna do the next one. So that was one of them. And also I was talking about, if you are big big businessman or something like that, you can delegate your time management to another guy, because when you are accountable, even uh, even exercising, if you have a personal trainer and if you create accountability from someone else, you're going to do most of the things, because you're going to do it for themselves, even if you don't want to do it for yourself. So when you are a businessman, you can do that. Like, you can have a guy, because mostly you're going to have some guys following around you. So tell that guy, okay, schedule this, remind me what the next thing. So you can ask, okay, what's my next task. He's going to say that, and you're going to do it without worrying about thinking what's going to might be my next task, and that's it. And accountability, like even personal trainer, you can carry a personal trainer around if you are traveling around the world, and do those things. Or you can join a gym and have a personal trainer, and for the sake of personal trainer, you are going to do certain things. So accountability, creating accountability, because if you do gym by yourself, you're not going to do most of the things. But if you have a personal trainer and he pushing you to do that, because you don't want to break his thing, and do it for the personal trainer, you will do so most of the things. You will do the exercises, you will do those certain things, so you don't cheat. That's why accountability, creating accountability, is one of the way to go about it. And that's what I was saying yesterday. And what else? Yeah, today I'm gonna talk about why the future, the future is going toward the time. If you see Uber, why Uber won? If you think about that, the thing is speed. Because the taxi is like Uber, you click a button and the taxi is going to be in your home. So people choose speed over everything all the time. Now voice is going to be the next thing. Why voice is going to be the next thing? Because if it's nowadays, you don't have to Google anything. You can say, Alexa, who is the 15th president of United States of America? It's going to say that shit in 5 minutes, rather than you go and type it in Google. Also, you can say Siri, hey Siri, and this thing, it's going to say it for you. So you don't have to spend much more time. So that's why the future is going toward the voice, and also going toward the voice platform is going to be, it should be, if you are trying to build a personal brand, that should be your next choice, going toward the social medias. And not social media is already there. Even social medias, creating a brand name, you have to put content every day in social medias: Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Musically, and YouTube. Now that's the future is going toward the voice. So you have to go to the podcast, like creating the like if you are a big guy, because if you look at iPhone, whoever built apps on iPhone is becoming top. So nowadays voice is who is top on voice? Amazon, Alexa. So Alexa skills, if you can create Alexa skills, you're going to be in a much better position, because that's going to be like app, you're building an app in the voices, because people are going to choose voice in the future, because you can see all the artificial intelligence are developing so fast. You don't have to Google anything. You can say, Alexa, what's the weather outside? It's going to say it for you. You don't have to press anything or do anything. It's all voice. So future is going toward the voice. Going with the voice is the better choice you can have if you are trying to build a good personal brand. Betting on voice, creating podcast every day. Easy way to Easy way to create podcast is to go download the app called Anchor and record whatever you are doing, and there's a podcast. You publish it, it's going to publish in all platforms, even Apple Music, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, all the podcasts, Spotify, everything it's going to publish everything. The one app, Anchor. I'm using that to record my lectures. I'm using that to do most of the things. So if you are going to platform like that, you better choose that. So that's going to be the future. Future is based on what's the fastest thing. If the voice is faster than typing, voice is going to be the next thing. If something else comes up and that's faster than the voice, that's going to be the next thing. People choose speed over everything. That's what I'm saying, speed over everything, man. You have to see where the speed is, and you have to go toward that. That's going to be the future. See you guys later. Already 20 minutes done. It's the biggest one. See you guys.